Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a pair of Burton Malavita ESTs, and this is a pair of Burton Genesis EST snowboard bindings, and I'm going to show you their similarities and their differences. The Burton Malavitas are kind of geared towards a comfortable freestyle ride, whereas the Genesis is more of a comfortable free ride. Both are great. They have a lot of similarities to them. The ankle and the toe straps are both the same. They feature a hammock strap, which is a mold injected style dual componentry. They fit around any style of snowboard boot, and they also have the super grip cap strap. The cap strap is pretty unique because, well, again, it's mold injected. It's not going to be broken down. The seams, there is no seam, so the seams can't come undone. There's no padding whatsoever. The only downside to them is you can't wear them over the top of your boot. You can only wear them on the front of your toe, and that's all right because they fit any style of boot out there. And then there's the buckles. Both bindings feature the double take buckles. It's a helical style tooth that allows the buckle to get ratcheted in, and on the inside is actually going to be more teeth that are horizontal that keep it locked in place. I really love the double take buckles. And then there's the cushioning. Lastly, is going to be an AutoCant sensory bed from your heel all the way to your toe. This thing has tons of padding, and there's B3 gel in that heel pocket too. So underneath your foot, you'll notice that there's basically just padding. It allows for great board feel. Another thing that you'll notice too is that they're part of the EST collection. The mounting hardware is actually on the lateral and medial sides of the bindings, not underneath your foot, allowing for the board to flex more naturally. But the biggest difference between the Genesis and the Malavita is the dual componentry construction of the base plate. Now, the Malavita has an 18% short glass nylon upper and a 30% short glass lower, whereas the Genesis has 30% both on the top and the bottom. The Genesis, I feel, will be a little bit more rigid, a little bit more responsive in the base plate, and both of them actually feature something called the hinge. The hinge allows the binding to have a little bit more of a rebound property. Along with that is going to be the difference in their high backs. The high backs, right off the bat, you can see a total difference. The Genesis has a micro forward lean adjustment, whereas the Malavita has a dial flat forward lean adjustment, and then there's the kind of suspension. The Malavita has, it's called a heel hammock. It actually kind of suctions your boot into that heel pocket, so there's very little wiggle room. And then there's a full wrap perimeter of that EVA padding. Very, very comfortable. Now, the Genesis is a little bit different. It has a different componentry, of course. It's called the kickback hammock. It acts as suspension and it allows your boot and binding to kind of roll naturally together. Both are great bindings. The Genesis is for a little bit more of that free ride style of rider, whereas the Malavita is more of a freestyle binding. Both are extremely comfortable, especially with those ankle and the toe straps. And you can see them both at thehouse.com.